Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel English Literature. Today we are going to read Browning's The Last Ride Together, stanza 9. Who knows what is fit for us? So again we are here with a question on the part of the lover. Who knows what is fit for us? No one knows. No one knows what is appropriate for us, what is suitable for us, what is proper for us. It is not easy to decide what is good for us and what is not, is it? No. Had fate proposed bliss here would sublimate. So if we explain the first line, who knows what is fit for us, it means no one knows what is proper or good for us. You cannot decide it. Had fate, if fate proposed bliss, proposed means desired or planned, bliss, happiness, here should sublimate. Here means on this earth. We believe that there are two kinds of lives. One is, if this is the bar, crossing the bar, it is a barrier and it is our earthly life, our physical life, and when we die we cross this barrier and we are here in our heavenly existence, heavenly life. So the speaker, the rejected lover, here is comparing these two lives on himself. That one life that is on earth, if we are proposed bliss, if we are here happiness, we are prescribed here happiness, we are given happiness here, would sublimate. Sublimate means idealize, refine, purify, whatever it is. So if we get what we want to get, that ideal here, my being, had I signed the bond. My being means my soul. So the lover is saying that if one realizes one's ideal in life on this earth, then there is no need for that afterlife, no longing for heaven. Usually what happens? We take heavenly life as ideal, okay? And we always take earthly life is partial or unsuccessful, unfruitful, whatever. So we always feel that what we cannot do in our earthly life, after our death we will do that in our ideal life in heaven. It is our illusion, our delusion, and it is our satisfaction. That, oh my God, I cannot get this in this life, so after I will die, there I will get everything. So this is a type of consolation we usually give ourselves and we give others. So Browning's lover is saying that if that ideal life, that sublime bliss I am proposed here, then there is no need for heaven. So just write down. If one finds his or her ideal life on this earth, then there is no need for heaven. There is no longing for heaven. The lover's only desire is to get his lady love actually. He asked for nothing more, and he himself thinks that if he get his lady love, then everything will be perfect. So there is nothing more he desires. Had I signed the bond, had he entered with fate that his happiness is here, and what is his happiness? That is his to get his lady love. So there is an agreement. This bond refers to agreement. So he entered into an agreement with fate. So with whom he signed the bond? With his fate. We find this word fate here. Do you remember? Had fate. So everything depends on this power omniscient power, that is fate. So if my fate is with me and I signed the bond, the agreement that fate would enjoy perfect happiness here, that I will enjoy perfect happiness here. What is his perfect happiness? His perfect happiness, his ideal is getting his lady love. Still one must lead some life beyond. Okay, still means yet. One must lead some life beyond. Even then he believes that life does not end this earth, but goes beyond the soul in heaven. It is our immortal thought. It is our persistent, consistent thought, you can say. We all believe that, actually we like to believe. There are so many discrepancies in this earthly life that we feel that when we will die, all our unsuccess, all our unfruitful desires will be solved in that life. So it is our common desire that one may have all the success after life. So one must lead some life beyond. So Browning's lover is saying that if one does not get what he wants in this earth, then he will get it beyond the life beyond, means in heaven. Have a bliss to die with, dim described. Have a bliss to die with. So when we die, we have a vision. We have a bliss. What bliss? Hope, happiness. That after life, we will get what we don't get here. So when we die with the desire, with the hope, actually, with the hope, with a vision that whatever we do not get or attain on this earth, we will get there in heaven. So we look forward for our happiness after life, in afterlife. It is our cherished dream. Dim described means not clearly seen. Not clearly seen. It is not possible to visualize what is going to happen after we die. Are we going to mix with the soil and no existence, or our soul like a burning light, like a candle, is roaming here and there? So it is not possible. It is not possible to visualize or can say perfectly actually what is going to happen. So dim described, not clearly seen. So we have a desire to die with that after death. After death something great is going to happen. Have a bliss to die with, dim described means we have a desire to die with the hope that after death okay, abbreviation of something great is going to happen. Something great is going to happen. But that something is dim described, means not clear. This foot once planted on this goal. Once planted means placed. Planted means placed. So we have a faint idea in the hour of death of a higher happiness in heaven. Actually this idea, this thought, this contemplation gives us some solace. Everyone's life is fretted in this earth, and we cannot say that everything we want we just get. So whatever desire we cherished in our heart, we buried in our bosom, we feel that after our death we will get that. So we have a faint idea in the hour of death that something glorious is going to happen in our next life. The goal means the ideal that we cannot attain in this life, the ideal life. So you always feel that what we happen to get in this life we'll get after life, and this thought gives us some solace. the foot once planted. If the lover could reach the goal of his life, if the lover could realize his ideal in his life, he could not then die with hope for a better reward in heaven. So he is saying that in his case, if he can get his goal, then he no longer needs that ideal life in heaven. So at first the lover is saying that between two lives, that is our earthly life and heavenly life, we always cherish the dream to reach the heavenly life with perfection. Okay, number 1 point he is saying. And now he is saying that if he gets his goal in this earthly life, then there is no need for heavenly life for him. This glory garland round my soul. Garland of glory. Glory garland means garland of glory. This glory garland round, tongue twisting, glory garland, iteration of G sound. If I could win my ideal just as an ancient Greece winner, what is happened in ancient Greece? If the winner is given the garland of olive leaf, and as a reward, as victory of his reward. So the lover is saying, if success had come to me on this spot, so and if he is round my soul, with his feet planted on the goal and with his head garland, he would not have anything more to aspire for. So if success had come to the lover here on this earth, the vision of heaven is no vital point for him. And his feet, with his feet, this foot was planted on the goal. So with his feet on his goal and with a garland on his head, he is the supreme here. He has no dissatisfaction and he no longer craves for afterlife. Okay, do you understand my point? That at first the lover was saying that we all aspire for heavenly life because we feel that in this earth life, no desire is going to be fulfilled or satisfied. So we aspire for that heavenly life. But now he is saying that if in earthly life there will be contract with my fate, if in that contract fate gives me what I want, that is my lady love, so there is no need for heavenly life for me. I will be like Gauri Garland. I will no longer need anything else. Could I decry such? Try and test. So, could I descry such? If I had once achieved my goal in life in this earth, I could have nothing to look forward in heaven. If I had, here I means the lover, I had once achieved my goal in life on this earth, I could have nothing to look forward in heaven. So try and test. Okay, here it is. Try and test. With this word, try and test, the lover is addressing to his readers. Addressing his readers. Okay, let's come. Try and test. I sing back, shuddering from the quest. So describe. Describe means see. Such means blessing. Such here refers to the blessing. Could I describe such? Could I see the blessings? Try and test means after having attained my highest happiness here on earth, would it have been possible for me to have a glimpse of any higher happiness in heaven? So if he attained his happiness on earth happiness, getting the love of his beloved. So earth happiness, getting the love, this arrow, let's give an arrow. In earth, what is his goal? Happiness. And how he will get the happiness? By getting the love of his beloved. So if this chronology happens in this earth, so there is no need for heaven. That there is no need that any higher happiness. So heaven means, heaven always stands for higher happiness than earth. Whatever happiness we get in this earth, we feel that in heaven we will get higher happiness. So lover could not then hope for a better sort of perfection which is possible in heaven, because whatever he wishes, he gets here in earth. So there is no desire to go for a higher happiness in heaven. He is going to heaven, but he no longer craves for a higher happiness. I think back. Again, there is one explanation, try and test. The lover is addressing his reader that you ask me to try and verify if heaven has no further happiness for me, even if I realize my ideal here on this earth. So he's just one way challenging. I can prove that if I get all my happiness here, and if you ask me to try and verify if heaven has not further happiness for me, even if I realize my ideal here on this earth. So he is giving emphasis on his point. I sink back. Sink back means I fall back. Shuddering from the quest. Shuddering means trembling in fear. Here actually not fear, excitement, you can say. Shuddering means trembling from the quest. Quest means search. I sink back. Shuddering from the quest means the very idea of such a terrible experiment makes me shudder. Why? What is the quest? What is the search? The search means search for some higher happiness. Search for some higher happiness in heaven. So he is telling his readers that if the readers challenge him to search for some higher happiness, he is horrified, he is trembling with that thought. What does it mean? It means, again he is so much emphasizing his point that in this earth he has got everything if he get his lover's love, then there is no need for heaven. And if his readers challenges him to find any higher happiness there, the very thought of searching that higher happiness is trembling him. Understand? Okay, if you don't understand, I'm repeating again. The lover is saying that the very idea of such a terrible experiment. What is the experiment? Experiment refers to the search. That I have to search for higher happiness in heaven when I get all my happiness in earth. So that experiment makes me shudder and I fall back. I cannot do that. It is such a bold experiment for me. I cannot do that. Earth being so good, would heaven seem best? Earth is so good for me. Why? Because if the fate's contract is okay and I get all I need, all I desire, so earth is so good. If our ideal is achieved on this earth, and then heaven would lose its meaning. There is no significance of heaven. How heaven can be best? If in earth we get everything, then heaven loses its significance. Okay. It will be dull and meaningless. There is no need for it being best. Now heaven and sea are beyond this ride. Now present ride is no doubt a great joy, and now in the last line he is again in his ride. Now heaven and sea. But the lady is yet to be permanently owned in heaven. Sea are beyond this ride, and heaven and sea are beyond this ride. The lover is sure that he will get heaven and his beloved after the end of their last ride. This passes into an ideal to be realized in heaven more fully and truly. Okay. Now in the last line he is saying that now heaven and sea are beyond this ride. So after their riding will be finished, they can meet in heaven. The lady is yet to be permanently owned in heaven. So if something again remain unsuccessful, there is scope, there is chance that in heaven he can get it. So again we get number 3 point. chance. So in number 1 we get the lover is saying that we all desire for afterlife, and whatever we don't get in this life we get in afterlife. Number 2, he is saying that if I get in this life, then there is no need for afterlife. In number 3, he is saying, okay, if after this riding the lady love does not agree with my love and this rejection is continued, okay, then we can fulfill that in heaven. So he is actually keeping all the options in his hand, I think so. After reading this stanza, I feel that the lover is too much clever and he is keeping all his options in his hand so that he can try anyone, this or this. Anything he can try to get his ideal love. Okay, this is stanza 9, and after that the last stanza is stanza 10, and with that we will finish Browning's The Last Ride together. Thank you for staying with me.